Spotting potential leaders is a crucial aspect of ministry for me as a pastor and a leader, because unless we raise up the next generation, then we're not going to have a church, and we need to raise up the next generation. We can't afford to wait until leaders have just materialised out of thin air or signed up from a Bible college. We've got to be proactive. So that's a crucial question for me. One thing is, you look at the fruitfulness and the character of their lives. That's really important. And if we're talking about different ministries, if you want to know whether someone is potentially missional or evangelistic in their ministry, you see whether they're leading people to Christ. If they are apt to teach, then you'll look at whether they've led a good Bible study in a small group or something like that. It's that type of thing. If they're constantly caring for people and loving people, maybe there's a pastoral calling upon their life. But after that, it really is about wisdom, experience and discernment. God will just sometimes tap us on the shoulder and point out, I want you to invest in discipling and mentoring this individual. Well, if one is wise in developing and training people, one would recognise that partnership is a crucial aspect of this. So personally, at my church, we have an internship programme. We've had 7 people on that at the start of last year. We're looking to run it again this year. I've run internships at my other 2 churches, but it's not about how big a church is. Some people must say, well, that's okay for a larger church. Any size of church, if it's a healthy church, will be looking to develop the individuals within it. So if it's not large enough for something like an internship program, then one-on-one mentoring will be one way to go. But there's always going to be a shortfall, and this is where partnership with an effective Bible college, theological training college, just like Moorlands, is a great way to go. I had the privilege of studying at Moorlands before my master's and doctorate elsewhere, and Moorlands gave me a fantastic foundation, not least in understanding and loving the scriptures and how to handle those scriptures, but also practically working out theologically, if that's what the Bible teaches, how do I apply that into my life and service and ministry? And being linked into a local church was a crucial part of that, so the placement was precious. Of course, all pastors, women and men that are leading the Church of God, have incredibly busy lives and demanding lives. But we have to therefore be pretty disciplined about how we apportion our time and what we give priorities to. In terms of trying to recognise, mentor, disciple and develop leaders, the older I get, the greyer my hair gets, the more I want to be involved in what I would call succession, passing on the baton. A bit like Paul with Timothy, handing on to others the capacity to lead the church of the future. So I'd put it at a very, very high place. I've got to balance that with all the other responsibilities I have, but there's a payback, if I can use such awful language, and that would be, if I can visit 10 people pastorally, that's a good thing. If I can mentor and train and develop 10 people that can visit 10 people each, that's 100 people cared for and pastored, and so forth, and so it goes on. There are many things that I appreciate about Moorlands, particularly the start it gave me. I was an atheist until the age of 32, a scientific atheist. Moorlands gave me such a deep and powerful grounding. But as a pastor, having trained here myself, I love the fact that in every one of the churches I've pastored, 3 churches and 3 church plants, we have sent people to Moorlands. Sometimes they've been sent full-time, sometimes they've been placement-based with us, but every time there has been a win-win situation. The student has grown and developed, the church has gained and benefited. And beyond that, there's a kingdom gain as you raise up young women and young men to serve Jesus for the growth of the kingdom of God.